I can hear you fine. Can you hear me fine?
I can.
Good thing, because we're live. You know, the great Pat Flynn says, don't start off your live shows with "you're live," but I do because I don't know. I don't like to listen to advice, I guess. What's going on, Lynn? Crispy. There's a Krispy Kreme joke in there, by the way. We'll probably tell you that. You are looking sun-kissed, my darling. How are you?
Ow.
Burnt.
Burnt. Oh. That hurt?
Burnt. I'm burnt. This South Florida was miraculous today, and I couldn't leave the beach, and now I'm just paying the price of it, and I'm okay with it. It'll be okay.
And Lynn, have you met Rob?
Hi,
Rob from Disney Blog.
Hi.
Rob, who owns DisneyBlog.com?
I do.
What the heck? That's freaking awesome.
I know. And it's, I've owned it for 12, 14 years. And,
wow.
I'm like, I got accosted by a cast member the last time I was at Disney. Because I mentioned just offhand, I own...
Goals, by the way. Goals.
Yeah. Yeah. no kidding. Yeah. Hey, if I can really flex, it was a VIP cast member. Thank you. I'll be here all night.
Yeah.
And I mentioned that, and the guy stopped dead in his tracks, twirled around on point, and was like, if you don't do something with that domain, I'm coming to kill you.
So I was excited about the being accosted by a cast member until you said he twirled around. I was all into it.
Yeah. Well, he was a VIP guy. So, I mean,
I don't know. I'm
gonna do it with grace,
Yes.
There's a bunch of jokes, but they're probably all.
He was on stage. He was on stage, so twirling is appropriate.
We'll just leave it there. Rob is my friend. I don't know how we met. I think we met on LinkedIn. Am I right? Am I remembering that
it was LinkedIn or Pat Flynn.
Oh, that might have been Pat Flynn, who I just mentioned. Actually, I think you're right. It was Pat Flynn.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
That's funny. I just mentioned him. Maybe it was. What was that? It's like subconscious. I was going to say psychosomatic, but some big word that I don't really understand on Sunday night. But anyway, Rob, I'm glad to have you here. You know what? I'm going to tell the quick story. You got to get over. I don't like Twitter because everybody over there is nuts. Not just some people. Everybody. Yeah. But Rob knows how to do things, man. So I don't know how it was in your head, but in my head, I got hit by it. I don't go on Twitter unless I'm in such a good mood that I want to get pissy. And that doesn't happen very often. So I popped on Twitter for whatever reason, and there you were in all your Disney blog background glory saying, hey, I'm minty. Like, Lynn comes on and says she's, I don't know, Krispy Kreme. You come on and say, I got the lights, bring me on. And it was so good. And I did what I did, and you already know that, but it was fun. And how could I say no to that? I loved it. So let's get to know you, Rob. I know you a little bit. Lynn knows you a little bit. The people in chat who I'm going to say hi to right now want to get to know you. Let me say hi to everybody who's in chat who said hello. If you haven't said hello, say hello now, and I'll say hello back to you. And then we're going to get to know Rob, and then we're going to have a talk about 2 or 3 things we're going to talk about tonight. Orlando guy in the house. He's got snacky snacks. I like it. Working on my taxes, says Jay Skywalker. Jay Skywalker, who still has a better last name than me. BDF. The BDF. I'm a little confused excuse me. BDF, the BFD. A little confusing, but I like it. So confusing that I couldn't say it. Hi, everyone. That's Keith, my friend. Dizzy Connection in the house. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. If you're in green, you're a member, which means I like everybody, but I really like my members because but I like everybody. But anyway, Dizzy Connections, thanks for supporting the channel that way. Hitchhiking Bones, also remember they have access to emojis like Lynn used in our last chat had about promoting this show, Creator Talk Live. Cricket Fox, who's here. Francisco, who was at my sports shot show a couple minutes ago. 4 Video Edit Man back. Welcome in. My personal bully in the house. What's going on? Jeff has me to make him. You have not made me mad yet. And I'm easily angered, so you're gonna have to try hard.
Is that your Hulk side or something? Hulk smash type of.
I wish I wasn't his size, or if I have to be this size, I wish I had some muscles. It's the worst part of it. There is. You know what there is? I was on my Peloton. I've been going. If you haven't noticed, I don't have my abs anymore, so I'm going on my Peloton more. And I noticed I've got these muscles that I forgot were there, and they're pissed at me. I'm kind of sick of it. Anyway, it's a whole thing. Rob, tell the people about you. Your Disney blog. I'll shut up. What do you want them to know about? Give your bio, my man.
Well, all right. So I live in Scottsdale, Arizona. I have
one of my favorite towns, by the way.
Yeah, it's a great place for baseball. Not that you like baseball at all,
March,
right?
For sure, absolutely.
And I've been a Disney fan for decades, right? And growing up, like you're in Southern California, in Arizona, Disneyland was the place to go because I'm old enough to remember when Disney World didn't exist. So,
71.
you know, we would go over to Disneyland at least once a year. A matter of fact, my grade school would throw everybody in a bus and we drive overnight for a couple of days, pretty much low chaperoned, which was a disaster in itself. So I've been,
it was the 70s. You could do that.
Yeah, right. And so I've been, on RecArt, Disney Parks, and other, CompuServe and AOL, talking about Disney for a long time. Yes. Prodigy.
I have like Prodigy. Well, right. We're having old man talk.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening right now.
I know. Just call me old.
I'm too young to understand.
Yeah, I know. Whatever. I still
I'm
have
old
like
enough to be your father,
discs,
Lynn.
Right.
So I, there was just this point in time I thought I want to do something Disney-ish online, and I went out to my domain provider, and I own like 40 domains. And I thought, okay, let's see what's available. And Disney Blog was available, much to my surprise.
Wow. So
I went out, and at the time, Instagram didn't exist, but I reserved Disney Blog on Facebook and Twitter. And I'm one of the twisted human beings that likes Twitter. But again, I've been able to use it to my advantage.
Is your name Jack Dorsey? Because you're the only one, you and Jack.
I know. No, there are other twisted Disney fans out there.
They're
but
messed up.
I know we are, and we meet on Thursdays and have coffee and cookies and IVs. And so I bought it, and life kind of has been passing me by. I have a lovely wife, a son, and a job where I sell. I work in healthcare. I sell for a medical practice, and there was
David Byrne song. Do you know who David Byrne is?
Yeah,
this is a David Byrne song. You are not mine.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
and so just losing track of time. Well,
I'm not participating in that job.
The Talking Heads is a musical group that old people like.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Brilliant.
But so I just in this past year, I decided, okay, this is it. I want to do this. This is what makes me happy. And I've been plugging around, and we met through Pat Flynn, and I've been a part of a couple of other groups online in prep for my rollout. Which I'm drawing a hard and fast line is April 1st, where I'm going to draw out.
Is that Wednesday? What day is it?
April 1st, which should be
Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Saturday.
No, it's like Tuesday, isn't it?
Today's 28th, 29, 30, 30.
Yeah.
Gotta be Thursday, right?
Thursday.
Oh, good for you. Opening day. Opening day too. Opening day for you.
Opening day. And so the website is up. So DisneyBlock.com is there, and there's a WordPress site there, and I've gone through and gotten the SSL certificate and done all the back work, and I've still got some design work to do. I've got about 4 or 5 long form articles that I've written, and I've got about 4, probably 30 to 40 minute videos in production. But the thing I'm rolling out with is for Veda, which is video every day in April for creators.
Or August,
in the group I'm with even has Vlogmas, so it's every day in Christmas. And so I'm rolling out. I'm going to use Shorts as my rollout. So I'm going to do a 60-second video on every ride in the Magic Kingdom.
Oh wow!
Nice.
And so I've got video and I've got scripts and everything produced, and I can talk about how I've done that, what tools I've used, and what tools I've had to learn. I've used Adobe products for 30 years, but now all of a sudden I'm a video editor too. And that kind of has thrown me to a different.
It's a little tricky.
What do you use, or what are you using, or what are you going to use, or whatever the rest
so I have Creative Cloud, so I've got access to Premiere Pro, but I'm going to use Final Cut Pro.
So I have both too. I have a Mac, which I have barely opened, that I want to get over to Final Cut Pro, and I've got Adobe because I've got the Creative Cloud too. Right. But I KineMaster. I'm 100% mobile. I like to be fast.
Yeah, use what you got. I mean, I
can do it on the toilet. Sorry, but you can.
Yeah, I've got iPads and all that. Well, and I use Ecamm, right? So and maybe I should be live streaming a little bit more, but you can also use it as a production tool, and I'm going to try and use it to make some of those.
I also have Ecamm. I truly, I bought a Mac 2 and a few other things. But long story short, and pertinent to this conversation, to be able to do that, and it just makes more sense to be able to send stuff back and forth. But I haven't taken the time, when being a full-time human being of anything, whether you're a dad full-time, your husband full-time, you got a full-time job. Oh, and we try to do YouTube too, not complaining, just telling the truth. And so if I've got 2 hours to YouTube, I can either create a video, I can go live, or I can learn how to do it on my Mac. If it takes me 10 hours to learn it on a Mac, I'm losing 10 hours of other things. So it's been a few months and it's just sitting there, and I'm like, what a waste. I've got to just segment the time. And so anyway,
and I've done other websites on WordPress, but when you start really getting into content heavy, the aspect of having something that's going to have hundreds of pages on it, you want to get your taxonomy correct, you want to get your all of the things set up, your templates set up correctly, and that's it's a whole new learning curve for me, and I'm willing to take it. I love doing it. I'm a geek.
Can you do it for me too, and then just teach me, because I want to learn it too. I've got my Bluehost portal. I don't know who you're
Amazon.
Okay, well, I use Bluehost.
Amazon is hosting my website.
Nice. Well, I own a few domains too, and I blame Clubhouse. Are you guys available? Are you in chat aware of Clubhouse? I'm on it. I love it. Rob, you're on it. We've been talking over there.
Yep.
And one of the things that I was interested in and learned about on Clubhouse quite a bit and other places was domain investing. And now I own a bunch too. And Rob, I got bad news for you, buddy. Me and you have a lot in common. You got better lighting than me, but other than that, I think there's a lot here that we have in common. And I love
come down the road for better lighting.
I got it's a whole thing. You don't want to see that way. Trust me. But I love learning stuff, and I love the creation aspect of this world. This is why me and Lynn do this. I mean, Lynn, I want to dive into you here. Where do you see blogging, and I guess I just mentioned Clubhouse and those other things, in helping you in your growth? Because me and you have talked about this on the show, but we've also talked about it offline. And for me, I'm trying to determine, again, me and Lynn have had this talk a lot, how much to go all in on and how much to just not spend our hours on. Where do you see blogging in your aspect of growth? Like, where are you going, Lynn, to promote your stuff, is what I'm saying, because this is kind of where I want to go with Rob and see if we can't, be guest authors or whatever.
I mean, I have definitely dabbled in different things, trying them. And for me, and my experience is that what I am down to now, I am Instagram and YouTube, and I basically keep it simple. I posted a little bit on Twitter, but really it's just uploading like a link to my new video whenever I upload a video or I'm going live. And that's really it, because I'm not a Twitter person. I don't want to tweet about the sandwich I had, and I'd rather just put an Instagram story up and put a picture on it than,
if it's cheese, though, she'll tweet about it, I guarantee it.
I mean, every cheese is tweetable. But
we at some point tonight, I have to ask you to share. I'll get there. I'll shut up. Continue.
So I've tried other things, and what I found is that I was spreading myself too thin in too many funnels, and I needed to funnel down. And now that I'm funneling down, I find that it's much easier for me to focus. It's much easier for me to say, I'm going to film this day. I'm going to edit it on this time. I'm going to have it uploaded by this day. And I make a list every week. Like, that's what I love doing on Sundays. That's why I like going for my bike rides and go to the beach and just kind of clear my head, make my list of what I want to do for the week. And I take the things I'm going to do for a day. I write it in multiple places. I have a dry erase weekly calendar in my bathroom. I have a planner in my purse. I have another planner that I keep out by my laptop. And if I don't finish something, I take an arrow and I move it to the next day. And then that way I am consciously moving it to the next day. If I don't finish it, it's going to get scratched off way faster than if I write it down in one spot, forget about it, or just that's how I hold myself more accountable, and I'm accomplishing a lot more, is what I've noticed.
I do it that way for work. So I do it on a task thing online, doesn't matter. But if it's due by Friday and my Friday shows up and it doesn't come, I didn't accomplish it. I just move it till next week. And once I do that twice, I just delete it away, because obviously it's not that important anymore. And that magic of releasing it. And so me and you, Dave from Branding Dave, we had that conversation, the three of us early on in Creator Talk Live, frankly, where like Gary Vee says, be everywhere. But let's be real. He really says be 80% in one or two and be 20% dabble in all the other ones so you don't miss, which I agree with.
He also has an entire team and staff
exactly
for him. So
exactly.
Let's reel back into reality.
If you've ever seen his offices, there's a couple hundred people wandering around there.
Right.
27 Gen Zers doing it. Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't have to think about anything. He's got a camera following him around.
Totally. And I think that for me, being a creator, it's twofold. It's about creating what you can. Gary Vee also says it's Gary Vee night in my head tonight. Sorry. He also says we all think too much about our uploads, and I agree with that. Our 70% is good enough. It is. Now that doesn't mean we shouldn't get better every time. You know, my 70% 3 years ago sucked compared to my 70% today. But to wait to get to 100%, I mean, you can't be a perfectionist. This is my opinion now. So, but I don't want to overthink it. But I do want to make it easy. Blogging, podcasting, which I thought 2021 in my goals, Lynn knows well. I doubt she remembers it, but we at one point talked about my goals for 2021. Podcasting had a big fat piece of it. We're a quarter of the year done. I've done a total of 0 podcasts. So, you know,
I have a lovely outline for a podcast. That's as far as I've gotten.
Yeah. I mean, listening to the outlines that we write up, right? But it is what it is. Like, there's only so much you can do. And I'm still, you know, I don't know what people think is a big channel or a little channel. I can tell you what I think a big channel is over 10,000 subscribers. I think real YouTubers have 10K. Big YouTubers have 100K. Don't be mad at me. It's where my brain is, right? And I'm still a brand new baby YouTuber, and I'm still learning, a creator, frankly. And I'm still trying to determine which platform is best for me. I do think it's YouTube. I love YouTube. I believe what Daryl Eves believes about YouTube. I think you guys, if you're a veteran of the channel, you know what I think. Yes, I had to move this away because Lynn, but that's a whole other thing for later. But I think knowing where you can have the most impact, it's a different answer for Lynn than it is for Jeff, than it is for Rob. And so there you go, baby. There you go. Well, then I got to talk to you because I want to do a review with the 2 or 3
book club.
Yes. Yeah. Well, let's talk about it. We'll talk about it afterwards. But Lynn, we'll start with you and then I'll go to Rob, and you guys probably already know what I think. How do you determine where to spend your time? I mean, I know your answer, Lynn, because we've talked about it, but for the show, and then Rob, and then we'll talk to chat real fast, and then we'll talk about A/B thumbnail testing here in a minute.
As far as why I decided on Instagram and YouTube,
why did you not go in on TikTok or Twitter? Or I mean, you talked about Twitter a little bit, but how did you determine where to spend your time? A little more strategic, I guess.
Well, quite frankly, I mean, I tried TikTok and I've very, very poorly tried Facebook, but there are things that I don't know. And you
had some success on TikTok, if I remember correctly.
On one video, literally one video, and it wasn't that successful. And then what your gauge of success is, but I think I have like 1,000 followers. I don't even know. I don't look at it very often. I have kind of like just broken up with TikTok, and I try to keep it out of my life because I have that much more time in my life because it's not in my face. So that was, trial and error, and that's how I do pretty much everything. I try it out. I see if it works. I'll give it a fair shot. And TikTok, I don't understand it. I feel like it makes me feel so old to say that. And even though I know that there's older generations on there and they're very successful in it, I don't understand it. I started out with YouTube. I started out with Adobe Premiere Pro. I started out with a Canon M50. Those are the things that I learned. And I went, well, I'm frankly still learning, not that great at it, but that's what I'm comfortable. We'll say that I'm comfortable using those, and to just try to add more things to learn is just more of a time suck. I'd rather get way better at the things I already know. I really have so much to learn on Adobe Premiere Pro, and I would like to dive further into that than figure out. I mean,
you're monetized. You have a following, you have fans, you have friends, you have viewers, you have members. It's almost silly to not go all in. It's like you're in a horse race and you're already in first place.
And then you get off the horse and you get on a losing one. I don't know.
Why start over, right? I mean, me and you talked about me and my baseball show that just went. Why was I having it on a whole nother channel with 8 people subscribed?
Don't do that.
Because I'm an idiot is the answer. Rob, you have Disney blog. You're about to dive into YouTube. Why are those the platforms of choice? And is Disney blog an investment? Is it a long-term, or is it both? I mean, tell me about that and what you want to share with people. And then I know I'm way behind in chat. When he's done, we'll talk about, I'll say hi to chat and then we'll get to the thumbnails, guys.
I'm going to do it because I love it. I want to do it because I'm the father of a handicapped child, right? And I want, and it sounds strange, let's do this thing that sucks up your time to give yourself more time with your family. But part of it is to give myself, some options.
That. Yeah, I'm a Disney YouTuber for a few reasons. I became a Disney pin collector and a Disney YouTuber because my daughters don't want to watch baseball with me. Just telling you the truth. Truth. I mean, if I love something and my daughters love it too, why am I love football still, but they're not watching football with me. They're not. Right. So it would almost be me being a jerk if I like it too, and I do.
When I met my wife, she was like, "You like what? You like
You said that on Doc Rock. You were on with Doc Rock.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, honey. Funny. And now she's all in. It's like, so, I mean, part of this is to, she's even said, so big announcement, little announcement. I booked a vacation for June this year, just today.
Orlando?
To Orlando, right.
You know how hot it is in June?
Oh,
yeah, I live in Arizona, okay? It's not the heat, it's
time to move.
Right, yeah.
Hot.
And I'm going to be okay.
You will.
Well, talk to me in July. We'll see.
Right. No, I'm going to be okay because, I met my wife in Minnesota. That's not, and I used to go back east every summer. So I've lived in different, things. But my tools of choice in terms of YouTube is because I was a photographer growing up.
Okay.
My father was a portrait studio owner. I grew up around cameras. I like photography equipment. I own 40 cameras.
Oh, wow. I'm jealous.
Only like 4 of our video cameras. And my goal really is to get into production, into kind of like long form video.
Very cool.
To tell stories and help people plan their vacations. And really that's, my goal is, now that I'm going on vacation, my first other set of videos are now going to be focused on, all right, folks, I'm going in June of this year to a split vacation, half in Universal, half at Walt Disney World. And this is what I'm going to do. And this is how I'm going to do it, because I don't go to Universal. I've been there 12 years ago and it was like for a day. And so that's not who I am. So I'm going in brand new, like, okay, I got to learn this stuff. So I know when I show up, I'm going to do whatever. But then at the same time, the last part of my vacation is like, oh, look, we're going to go over to Walt Disney World. And we're not going to go into Epcot this time. And here's why, that type of stuff. So, Facebook is going to be good for, engagement with people, conversations. I'm going to use that in the WordPress blogs to be the chat function. So you have to have a Facebook account to do that.
Yeah.
I have Twitter because I've been on Twitter for 14 years for other things. And honestly, it's more of, okay, I own the brand. I don't have to worry about somebody else being me on Twitter. But, really it's going to be, I'm going to focus on the website for content, YouTube for content and long form video, and then the website for really, planning information, just to be a place. And my goal really is to build that website in such a way where I can then invite other people who are writers, who are creators, to come on and join me in some editorial fashion and build the infrastructure in such a way where I can share the revenue from the website with them for their work.
Well, that's smart. The building of backlinks, and I love that. I love that. Awesome. Building the backlinks and building borrowing people's audiences. Smarter people than me have said that is so smart. And the thing that I own a few domains too, and we've talked about a few of them, and I can share, I suppose, later some that I'm not using that I own. But how do I say this? To blog consistently is something that what you just said is brilliant, because if you're sharing the, how do I say this? If you're sharing the revenue, you're also sharing the content creation, and the content creation is the part that takes time. I could write a blog. I could write 3 blogs every day, but that's an hour out of my day that I'm not doing something else, right? Or whatever the time period is, right?
And I want to find a person or people that, have that interest too. And I have no problem sending them money to do it.
Smart.
I mean, that's perfectly fine with me.
Love it.
And since you mentioned it, Jeff, just so that, because your daughters, I did, and here's another project. I created my own Disney pins.
Ooh.
And I just got them, and here's my first one.
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
so
there's sweet.
That
so
one.
Cool.
And then here's the second one, because you can't do
branding. Great. I love the
cool.
branding. Your branding really does stand out. It looks great behind you. It looks great on that pin. The logo is mint.
Thank you. So
I mean, blanket on the back of my chair.
But it's a nice blanket, Lynn. It's a nice blanket.
It's on my back and on my chair. That's all I got.
Yeah. So I mean, I know that there's monetization involved. I started there's a subdomain attached to my site that's going to be hosted on Shopify, so I'm going to be selling certain things, and those pins are actually meant as thank you gifts to people who come in and help me on my site or are guests on my show or things like that. I have a little thank you gift package that I'm going to mail off to somebody.
Love that. Yeah,
I thank them.
Maybe you told me specifically, or maybe I heard that when, I don't know. I've heard you on other stuff and we've talked one-on-one. I'm not sure I heard that, but I love that idea. I think when we first talked, you shared with me your idea on that. I love that. We get caught up in chat. Jesse Gottlieb's in the house. Follow the Happy is in the house. What's going on, my man, Dave? I think I said hi to you, Dave, but welcome in again. Long time no see. Everyone just wanted to pop in and say hi, says Jesse. I'm so glad to see you back. My buddy Blue Nose is in the house. What's going on, buddy? How you doing? I hope you're doing great. Let's see. Anybody else I missed? Noelle's in the house. Noelle, you crushed it today, young lady. Good job on the new show. Is that a regular show then? We should talk about that real fast.
Yeah, Noelle and I are going to be going every other week. It's bi-weekly except for the 25th, which is when Pete's show is going to be, and I'm going to be in Disney on the mother-daughter trip with my mom. So we're going to have a little lapse in time, and it's going to give us a little bit extra time to plan out. Then after that, it's going to be just bi-weekly, Sundays at 6 p.m. Eastern time on my channel, talking adults in Disney 101, just all of the topics.
Great title, by the way. I didn't say that to you. I loved it. You guys have, I mean, you're both fun. You're both, I consider friends, and you guys are going to do great with that. So welcome in, Noelle, and good job with that.
She's a natural.
My bully doesn't want to text me anymore when I'm on. You don't know where I am when you're texting me. All right. Cricket, you can't get Clubhouse in Australia. I know that they're building the Android ecosystem now. That's the right way to say that. It'll be out for Android soon is what I hear.
That's interesting because they are in Asia. They rolled out into Japan and Korea and some other places. So I'm surprised they're not down there.
Yeah, that surprised me too. But I mean, I'm not going to pretend like I paid attention to where they were. But I just thought it was an iPhone Android thing. I didn't know it was geographic as much. Okay, Blue Nose, I hope you are hanging in there, buddy. I was going to message you today and I ended up not, but I hope you're doing well, buddy. Orlando guy says, it's okay, Jeff, you're consistently inconsistent. We love you. Yeah, see, what? So I don't know. Consistency is the thing. We should talk about that. Consistency is so important as it relates to a blog. If you crank out 3 blogs a day for 90 days, you're going to get traffic if you SEO it and you do a good job and the writing doesn't suck, right? If you do a blog post every 6 months, you could be freaking Upton Sinclair and you're not going to get anybody reading it, right? So consistency matters. I don't know. See, that's the thing. Orlando guy, Richard, we've talked about this, and me and Lynn were talking about this earlier. It's hard to appear consistent. Not that I care about appearing consistent, but it's hard to appear to people who are on this platform or this platform and this platform when you're creating on a bunch of platforms, right? Maybe you spend 30 days of creation over here, and then these guys think you went to Australia, but no, you're just creating stuff, right? Like I've had people say, "Oh, did you take a break?" I'm like, "Did I take a break? No, I'm about to." What are you talking about? So that consistency thing is interesting, and it's not only is it interesting because there's truth to it, but it's interesting that the how do I say this? The perception is very likely not the reality. I mean, if Lynn's starting a new show with Noelle and she spends a couple weeks doing a new show with Noelle, and maybe that affects her where I'm used to seeing Lynn, I might think she's fallen off the side of the planet, yet she's doing, how do you guys deal with that while I keep going through a chat? Or do you care?
I mean, I would say, you could say both of those things about me. I mean, I am very, very consistent with my Thursday night show. I go every single Thursday night. I have barely missed any in the last year. And as far as content, I am consistently inconsistent. I'll put up 3 videos 1 week and then not for 2 weeks. So it's something that I'm working on. I held myself to 100 videos in the next year when I had my anniversary stream last Thursday. So
does that include your live streams?
Uploads
or videos?
Yeah, let's include it.
So well, whatever. We'll talk about that after stream. Good stuff there. Pastor Repair says, I want to see Dole Dad, that's me, lip sync songs while the Lynn Project dances on today. So I want to see Lynn dance too.
No.
But you will not see me lip sync. You might hear me sing, and if you mute me, I guess that's lip syncing. But I don't get so much about TikTok. I don't get. But me pretending to sing somebody else's song is not content creation.
Have you guys ever seen Elaine dance on Seinfeld? You've seen me dance. There you go. We're done.
Yeah, but does she have your tan lines? I say no. No, I don't understand the lip syncing. I think lip syncing was cool in high school when we didn't have the good audio. But
air guitars. Don't forget air guitars.
I play air guitar all the time, but I'm saying, I mean, you got to make the noise too, right?
Back in the day, a lot of bands got in a big trouble for that. They got a lot of hate. Now it's just the cool thing to do.
Milli Vanilli.
Yeah, right?
Blame it on the lip syncing. Okay, I'm on YouTube and Instagram. That was funny, by the way. You should know. I'm on YouTube and Instagram because I have the most success on those platforms. There you go. Hitchhiking Bones. YouTube is fun. By the way, you guys, I didn't send you a thank you yet, I don't think. Thank you for the postcard from Olani. I loved it. And it made me jealous, and it's going to cost me a lot of freaking money. But I love you guys so much. You had a blast. I love following your stuff. Paula would wake up every morning, and rather than watch my stuff, she was watching your stuff. So what the heck? Paula's my wife. Anyway, YouTube is fun, and anyone can do it. I agree. You just need minimal equipment. You need a phone. If you got a Galaxy, if you got an iPhone, you've got better than 90% of the creators who've been doing this for more than 3 years started on right now. I mean, these are amazing. The new Galaxy.
Oh. Boom.
Wow, look at that.
I just got it this week.
Sexy looking. I like that. I like tan lines, but I like that even more. All right, let's keep going. There's flooding in Queensland and New South Wales. I am on South Australia for now. Wow. I saw you guys had spiders. That's a whole thing. Another whole conversation.
No,
never mind.
We're not going there.
Just Samson in the house. What's going on, my man? Just Samson, can you please make the concerts happen? Please. Two Real Geeks in the house. What's going on, my friends? Here for a moment in the house. What's going on, Janet, Movie Manny, Nick? I'm way behind the chat, guys. I apologize. I swear we will get to thumbnails here in a minute. Triple D, Detroit Disney Duo. I have no nice microphones or camera. You've been on live Detroit Disney Duo. I don't remember it being bad. I don't remember it specifically. Amen. Well, Jeff, TikTok is killing us, original content creators. It's not, though. Nobody's over. I had so many opinions on TikTok that are going to drive people crazy. Tan lines, right, Jay? Yeah, I don't know. I know.
He's not wrong.
People who think that tan lines are bad are just stupid. Don't stop.
See, if you're over 50, tan lines were.
I'll keep talking.
Yeah, right. My adolescence and tan lines. Yeah.
At least you can't see me blushing because I'm already red.
Coconut oil. That's my thing. Trust me.
Yeah. Growing up in Arizona, tanning was a sport. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm joking. Yeah, I was going to say Detroit Disney Duo. I thought when you said that, I'm like, wait a minute. Am I thinking of the wrong person? Your setup is awesome. Okay. You had me there. Wait, what? Tan lines? All right. So let's get to A/B testing. So Rob sent me some A/B testing stuff that he was about to do, I think. Lynn did A/B testing on the TubeBuddy platform before I ever did. I kind of skipped over the TikTok thing here for a moment, but it sucks. I'll just say it that way. But people love it. But you be you. You have fun wherever you are. Anyway. I just did my first real A/B test. I've played with it a little bit. Actually, that might not even be true. But regardless, here, let's screen share, shall we? If I can find the right buttons.
Supposedly, Pass Repair, there are people that are making a lot of money doing TikTok stuff. But from a side note, little last TikTok note, I know that there was one page that I liked. It was just a cute page, and they had, million followers or millions on TikTok, and then they had a YouTube channel as well. And I don't know, not very many, maybe 1,000 or two tops. So it's just picking your platform is really important in what you're putting out. Those are 60-second videos. So
Well, and it also, it depends on the content. I mean, the content I'm putting out is TikTok like, but it's just, for me, it's going to work better on YouTube. I'm
not saying you can't make money on TikTok, but I think saying that you can make money in TikTok is like saying you make money in baseball. I'm not saying the superstars aren't going to hit it. I don't think I don't think it has been. I don't think it currently is. And I doubt in the future it will be, but maybe it has been a monetization opportunity for the average creator. For some little 19-year-old with amazing abs and professional dance experience before she uploaded her first thing, sure. But, when Wendy's comes calling and you've got, Dunkin' Donuts, 13 drinks, I get it. The top of the top is going to have success, stand on the corner. And maybe that's you. But of my people who I know personally who have told me they're monetized on TikTok, a total of 0 have been able to tell me they've gotten paid. Oh no, it's coming. It's in the okay. Yeah. I'm not saying you can't, but I'm not making $1 million on YouTube. I'm making a couple $100 a month on YouTube. Right. I'm very transparent. I don't care if you guys know. On the low end, I get 170. On high end, I get 250. It's going to grow from there. People are making a couple grand a month. People in our community are making a couple grand a month. And I'm not talking about the Tim freaking Tracker. I'm talking about regular, normal people. So it's doable here.
There it is.
Yeah. So anyway, way off topic, but my bully's trying to get me to take a cold shower or whatever. Majority of the reels are TikToks on Instagram. I feel like that kills us who are creating original reels. Yeah. I mean, that's an interesting point right there here for a moment. I guess that's truth. I also would say if you're creating it for one, you should put it all over the place. When I'm I'm doing some shorts, and after they are up there for 4 days, not always, I'm not consistent with my shorts, but I'll put them on Instagram. I also don't really believe that people leave a platform for another. So if I put a short on Instagram, I don't think it hurts me. I think it just,
no, it doesn't hurt.
I really don't think, I already saw this, I'm not going to go watch it. I don't think, and by the way, shorts is fishing. If you're a channel subscriber and you got my notifications checked and you watch my shorts, I appreciate it. But it's me trying to bring new people in. I'll put like a little cute thing of my baby on there. Is it effective use of shorts? Probably not. But I am Dole Whip dad. So that I do try to have the family thing. I want to be in an advice channel. Hey, stop thinking you can't, you can. It's definitely one of the things I want to be about on my channel. And so being a dad kind of fits. But I also just love my granddaughter. She's cute as heck. And I want to show her off. I don't have tan lines. I just have cute grandkids. So
and she's loud too.
Oh my gosh, have you heard? She is. Yeah.
I saw your video from yesterday.
She's pretty loud. Did I put one in? Anyway, so let's do A/B testing. So I put it up there. So I'm going to start off with mine, and then Lynn, I'm going to talk to you about whatever you want to share with yours, history that you've had on it, and then Rob, whatever you want to say about what you sent me. Here's a good analogy on why I should have been doing thumbnail A/B testing longer. So I am blessed to have, I don't even know how high of a level you need. Is it the top of the top to get A/B testing?
I'm pretty sure you have to have Legend.
So if Lynn's right, and I'm sure she is, you have to have the top tier of TubeBuddy. You can get free. You can get TubeBuddy for free right down there below, tubebuddy.com/dolewhip. Get you a free download. It's not the app. You should get the app too, but that's not what I'm talking about. Get it on if you already have it, great. If you do sign up under mine and you want to get an hour or probably a half hour of training, I'm happy to sit on a Zoom with you sometime. 2 people did that last time, they said, but they didn't sign up. So,
and if you use his link, he makes a little bit of money.
Well, only if you pay for it. So you get it for free. You get it for free. It's all good. If you decide to upgrade, which you don't need to do in the beginning, but if you fall in love with it, and you will, and you're growing, and you will, if you use it and you continue to create content, you'll upgrade.
Right.
And they
give me as part of TubeBuddy that are free.
Yeah, absolutely. And their referral program is very, very generous too. But anyway, Lynn and I have talked about this a lot on this channel. I have done a poor job with my thumbnails my whole career. I think I'm getting better. think I'm getting a lot better, but that's only because it's like I'm losing weight right now. You know why it's easy to lose weight right now? Because I'm fat, man. It's easy to drop 10 when you need to drop 300, right? So it's the same thing. My thumbnails suck. And here's proof. And I'm not complaining. I'm happy that I learned this. So I hope you guys can see that well. I'm going to pull up on mine. I created this video. I don't know. It's about a month old now. I guess February 19th, you can see, is when I did the A/B test. On the left right here, a family snowball fight in Fort Worth, me throwing the snowball, it was kind of breaking up. I thought it looked cool. I made it my thumbnail. I liked the picture. It was fun. I think it shows you that I'm having a snowball fight. I liked it. The variation is just a screenshot from it's the one that YouTube picked because I want to do an A/B test. Yeah. And it's me with my shades, my daughter a little bit in the background, and my wife in our front yard in the snow. I like the one on the left so much more. Jeff Bates does. My non-creative eye. People think I'm creative. I'm totally not, I swear. And so for me, I don't even think this is going to be close, but I ran it just to see. 0.37% of the time that YouTube showed people that thumbnail, they clicked on it. The variation, 2.78% of the time. What does that mean? 650% higher on the variation than the one I picked. And it ran 3 full cycles. So here's the math on that. Hold on, Lynn. 600% I can do math on. I can't do 650. So if I got 100 views on it, and half the time it was on the good one, half the time it was on the bad one, 650% of the time, it would have went up half of that because half the time. So if the 100 views would have been 350% more, 3.5 times more views I would have had. 3.5 times more views. That's significant. What say you, Lynn?
Does it say if those views were from subscribers or not?
I don't think so.
I'm curious as to that. I don't think it does. I think it's just
based on the total number of impressions and clicks. We are 99.90% sure that your variation will perform better than the original. That's pretty solid.
That's pretty sure.
Question for you, Jeff. So all other things are the same. It's just the thumbnails. The keywords are
right.
Okay.
100% the same. It ran for a day, I think, just to give total transparency. I think it ran for a day, or certainly part of a day. And I saw that it was doing okay. It wasn't crushing it, but it didn't suck. I knew that it didn't suck. So I thought, let's do an A/B test just because I do this show. It'll be fun, and I want to. I liked my thumbnail. Like, I don't usually like my thumbnail, and I like this one. Now, I have been, and I'll dive into Daryl's stuff. Mr. Beast. Casey Neistat. Casey Neistat is my favorite YouTuber. Now, he's not daily vlogging like he used to, but if you look at his thumbnails, they're nothing like the thumbnails that people think are popular. You look at Mr. Beast thumbnails, and he spends a ton of time on his thumbnails. They don't look like the rest of the thumbnails. They look like a picture. Right. And I find that interesting. Lynn kept telling me, stop putting on, I would put like the Encyclopedia Britannica on all my, 47 words. And she's right. It's the photo, and click-through rate, 650% difference. I mean, guys, that's unarguable. 650%. I mean, cutting that in half, 3.25 times the views. Would you like your videos to have 3.25 times more views? If you had 100, to be 325. That's easy math. If you had 2,000, it would be 6,700 or whatever that math is, right? Math is pretty easy, right?
Well, let's one other thing about Casey, though. All right, so he's a known entity, has been for a long time, and his titles are. I mean, I remember clicking on one that made it sound like he was going to get divorced from his wife, and
on the edge of
nothing was mentioned about that. Yeah,
certainly at the end. Yeah, he would. Divorce is hard, and So Casey was at one point in my Casey Neistat we're talking about. My opinion is you can't really compare his use of tags, his use of titles to the real world, because he had a couple million subscribers. He can hit upload. He takes 4 months off, hits upload, is going to get 10 million views. So he's not a good comparison. Now, looking at thumbnails that get click-through rate, I think still is valuable. Right. And he's a good photographer. He knew what to do, right? Peter McKinnon thumbnail is going to have a professional photo because he's Peter freaking McKinnon. Casey used, for a long time, it doesn't matter for Casey's much anymore because he had a known audience that was going to click no matter what. So it doesn't quite fit. But Mr. Beast is a better example. Now he's there too. Now he puts up anything and people are going to watch. But his titles and his thumbnails, they craft those and they use science to prove it. So I don't know. For whatever it's worth, the A/B test is not my opinion. Is the point I want to make. The A/B test is fact.
Yeah,
it's just fact. And I didn't want to talk about that. So again, it looks like it's on the highest level, but it's what you do, guy. Here, how do I do this? So what? Well, I was going to walk you through how to do it, but what you do is you go into your video and you click on your video, and then you click on, while you're in the Creator Studio, the TubeBuddy tab, because you've added it on top of your Chrome or whatever you use. It's not the app. I've got a bunch of questions the last couple of weeks. They're asking me, how come I can't find it? Because you're on the app. So does that make sense?
Yeah, you have to use like a desktop or a laptop, a window.
Lynn, do you use the A/B thumbnail tool very often? If so, why? If not, why not?
I have not used it since, when was it? Maybe like April last year when I did all of those, and I spent, a couple days just trying to get a whole bunch of A/B tests set up, and it was really, really helpful, and it helped me reevaluate what direction I was going with my thumbnails. I feel like I was doing a little bit better with my thumbnails, but I have a lot of work to do. I think, thank you so much, Passholder Repair, for saying that. But in my opinion, I have strides and strides to go to get where I feel like I should be as far as my thumbnail quality. Some of them I'm really proud about, and then other ones I'm just like, I can't. Everything I've made 3 for my Hollywood Studios video, and I'm not happy with any of them. So, I just need to hit the drawing board again, try again, do an A/B test and see what they say. And then even after you do an A/B test, do another one.
For me, doing a couple 10, 20 A/B tests will be helpful because then I'll see.
Right.
Like for me, it's obvious. My eye liked better the one 650% less good. I mean, that's just the facts.
Right.
Way behind in chat. Let me get caught up, and then I'll ask you, Rob. Detroit Disney Duo says shorts is only good for subscribers, not watch minutes. Yeah, it's not going to gain you watch minutes.
No, right,
Hopefully, you're fishing and get some new people. I personally feel that shorts are hurting us creators. Also, says Danny from Two Real Geeks. It's showing viewers that there are way shorter videos. Most are like goldfish. So it's a different viewer often. So Disney is long form video. Disney. Look at me. YouTube is long form video, but they're losing eyeball time, scrolling time to the TikToks and the Instagrams, right? And so we look at our phone like this, not like this. I watch more like this. I like it better, but that's because I liked YouTube early. The Instagram people, the TikTok people like it vertical. Right. And it does feel better in your hand. You can't deny that it's more comfortable to just hold it like this. So the future is vertical. IGTV, Instagram, they wanted to do it. I believe that the shorts thing is a play on the TikTok world, but we're going to have long form vertical videos soon, I'm sure. I don't know anything, but why wouldn't we? Right. I think so. They continue. Out of all the creators I speak to, they all tell me that they don't get many subscribers from shorts. So I've got a couple. When you get a viral short, I had one that did like 10 or 20,000. I think, I don't remember. I don't want to lie. I did well, and I got I think I got 100 subscribers off of one. Right? People have done really, really well. I mean, who do we have? Yeah. Sherry a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, since
like a couple million on one, and her channel went from 8 subscribers to 800 million. I mean, I'm exaggerating on the top and the bottom, but you do get them. You do. But the watch time doesn't. I mean, to me, if you're doing a short that has something to do with whatever you want to create content for within your niche or niches, it makes sense.
It's like a commercial for your channel.
That's a good way to look at it.
It is. Yeah. I mean, my shorts are going to give you one piece of information about one thing, and it really, I want it to be targeted toward people who might be standing in the park at that particular point in time and might want information about a particular thing, and they have 60 seconds to learn something about it. So I'm going to tell them in 60 seconds about the thing they were about to do.
A lot of people I respect are using snippets of their videos as the shorts.
Right.
Like what Lynn said is a promo. I like that a lot. I don't have time, but in my fantasy land world, I would take a video, say it's an 8-minute video or 4-minute video, and then, you 20-second short, you get 3 or 4 of them, and you pop them together and you throw them up there and you say, for more, come to the channel.
Right.
I mean, I rarely do a short without at the end. If I kept you to the end, I say, now go subscribe to chat. It doesn't mean they will.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to.
It falls off the worst.
You have to do the ask, though. You have to do the ask. This is
I've
sales.
heard a lot of creators, exactly, Rob. I've heard a lot of creators recently say to stop with the asks. I do not agree with that. My wife would be sleeping in somebody else's bedroom had I not asked her to go out. And, I don't believe in not asking. If it annoys you that I ask other people to subscribe, it doesn't. That's a lie. Hey guys, subscribe doesn't annoy anyone who's already subscribed.
I'm in sales. I make 50, 100 phone calls a day. Right. And every single time I have to do an ask, and it's not always the most fun thing because I'm talking to doctors and CEOs at hospitals.
Right.
But I do. And when somebody says yes, they pay me a lot of money.
We're all in sales.
Yeah.
B, the best part of sales is the ask. I've never understood that. And that's why I'm not in sales now currently, although we all are in sales.
You're on board. Yeah. You've got you have to raise money.
Everybody's in sales all the dang time. Hey, would you please? Of course, I'm in sales when I talk to my daughters. Let's be real. Right. But my favorite part is the close. If I don't get to the close, the ask, what the heck am I doing? Hey, would you please just tell me that you'll answer me another? No, I want to hear yes. I'm okay with no. If you tell me maybe, I'm not calling you back. I said those words thousands of times. And if it pissed them off, I win. Because then I don't want somebody who's going to tell me no slow.
I'd rather. Well, and that's the same thing too, though. When somebody calls to sell me something, I will tell them flat out right up front, dude, I'm not the guy that buys that thing, right? Or
they knock on my door, Rob.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Can I sell you $10,000 worth of solar? Maybe, but not by knocking on my door.
Right. So I mean, I tell them flat out, I am not, to another salesperson, I am not the guy. We're not going to buy it. I don't want to waste your time because I'm a salesperson too. And they appreciate that too. You're just upfront with them. It's not going to happen. Go away. And any good salesperson is going to go, all right, bye.
I love that. I'll do that sometimes with people at my door and they're like, oh yeah, well, let me just, dude, I was nice to you. I was just nice to you. I told you to go knock on their door. My dog is barking. I'm on the phone.
You woke up the baby.
Right.
Right.
I'm in a live stream.
Yeah. Detroit Disney Duo says, I have to say this about thumbnails. If you have good content, I have to tell you, Adam the Woo, for the last 7 years or longer, has not once had well, they all have thumbnails. Every video has a thumbnail. But I hear you. And it's like the Casey Neistat conversation. At some point when you have a following,
it doesn't matter. Yeah.
7 years. So he should probably have a following.
Exactly. Hey, Chucky Mo says, I've heard that Nick Nimmin and others that one face on a thumbnail is good. More than one face is better. Yeah. So the data is clear. When I have 2 faces on my thumbnails, I do better. When I have 3, I do even better. I've got a pretty wife and I got a beautiful daughter. So there's part of it there, but the algorithm likes faces. I mean, this is not the best face, and mine do better with my face. So
and the other thing too is that Nick, when Nick said that the other day, because I was watching as well, when Nick said that the other day, and I think he was talking with Dee, is that it's not just to have 2 pictures up there, because it was like 2 guys eating food, and the lighting on their faces, the pictures themselves were not good. You have to start with quality content before any of this thumbnail stuff.
Once you earn the community will support you because they like you. You can,
and then YouTube will promote you because
the watch time.
Money. Yeah.
If people stay on your video and go to the end and stay on your channel, they're going to make sure people are seeing your stuff.
Right.
Michael says, back in September, Casey did daily vlogs for a month and he disappeared. So we moved out to California. He's out in California. He's only done a couple of videos. His brother is now vlogging, which is interesting.
Yep.
My bully says I'm going to be starting a new channel on Thursday. Nice. I'm definitely going to be using good. So yes, good. So make sure I think you already downloaded it. I think last couple weeks ago you told me you did, but make sure you download it. I hopefully you use my link. Dole Dad, does the shorts hurt your numbers? No, that's my fear of doing them in all reality. No, it's not going to, Danny. It's not. I guarantee it's not. Right now, they're working on that. I just a couple days ago, I read and I watched a video how they're trying to improve it and integrate the watch time into it. It's there's no way it's going to hurt your channel. They are pushing it hard. It's only going to help your channel. Mm-hmm. I can't prove it to you, but I'm positive. Actually, my shorts serve a purpose. I do 60-minute Disney news. Nice. 60-second. Yeah, I knew that's what you meant. Pascal DePere says, Val and I feel so lucky to be a part of your channels. Oh, thank you. We are officially over a year now as watchers of your channels. Wow. This show, Creative Talk, was our first watch and brought us to you. I love that. How did you find us then? I assumed it was from Disney. I guess I didn't think about it, but Mike and or Val, I'm assuming this is Mike.
I think that they first saw us on Creator Talk. I'm not exactly sure how, and then that's how I know that they found me. And yeah,
really,
we just celebrated our 1 year anniversary of knowing them. So yeah,
and I
love you guys. Thank
what
you
a
so
neat
much.
like. This is going to sound like I'm a weirdo, but I love the relationships. I do. And I would have, what I'm about to say now, I would have made fun of anybody saying it 3 years ago, but I love so many aspects of this. But the friendships, like I'm sad, like I was hoping to meet up with them when we were out there. We were only out there for a couple of days, but it's not sad. It's not the right word, but I wish we would have, right?
Disappointed.
And yeah. And that's weird to say, right? When I tell my best friend, Andy, right? He's a big baseball nut. He lives out in San Diego. He doesn't get this at all. He pops in sometimes. He'll come in for 30 seconds. He'll make fun of me. He'll tell somebody a joke about me, and then he'll leave. And he'll call me the next day and say, I don't understand how you get people to sit there and listen to you talk. Because we're having fun and we're building relationships. And by the way, that's what you're doing right now. We're on the phone. But, it's such a blessing.
Yeah. I mean, I been doing this with Disney for a long time. I've had friends. And now my son is like 18 and a half. And I tell the story. He was born 3 months early, 1 pound, 4 ounce, 12 inches long.
Wow. Was
in the hospital for 3.5 months. And during this time, the Disney community at the time, I'm sure we were communicating each other with, rubbing sticks together or whatever the internet was at the time. But I got this lovely gift from a creator at the time, 19 years ago or whatever. And it was a lovely Winnie the Pooh blanket, a lovely note. And that was Denise from Mouse Steps. If anyone knows Mouse Steps, Denise has been around forever. We've done these. Remember, like a long time ago, we would meet in December and I forget the name of it now, but it was like a meetup in December where everybody came across, and we would, my little group of pirates, because we were all pirates in my little Disney group. We hosted the meetup at Pirates of the Caribbean. So at a certain time on a certain day, everyone would meet up. We made scrolls for the pirate song, so you had the lyrics in front of you. And and so 80 of us, including my son at the time, he was like 3 at that point in time. We would walk onto the ride singing the song at the top of our lungs. Pirates just echoes. And I'm sure other members, other people there were like, what is going on? And it's like,
how do I have what they're having?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I love loud people. That's probably why I am one. That's what the person says. How do I subscribe to tonight's guest? So I wish YouTube, hold on. I wish YouTube still let you hit on the little 3 buttons and go. Disney.
Well, I have an easy way to do that. Okay. I have an easy way to do that. All right. So the blog is actually at disneyblog.com. But if you want to get to the YouTube channel, which I think I have 1 video up on now, but I'm, again, I've got a bunch of stuff. Is disneyblog.tv, and that redirects directly to the YouTube channel.
I don't think I knew that. So here, let me.
Yeah, disneyblog.tv, and it redirects. The funny story is that right now I have a gentleman from another blog, Mike Appleby, who is he's actually there right now filming for me. I mean, he's with the Imagineers podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And so I hired him. I said something out on Twitter. Yes, on Twitter, asking if anybody knew of anybody.
And they canceled you. Did they cancel you?
No, they didn't cancel me.
Gen Z is insane. Yes, I said it. You're all canceled, Gen Zers. All y'all.
Y'all.
Keep going.
But so he stepped up and said, yeah, I'm going to be there in a couple of weeks. And we cut a deal and have a contract. And he's filming everything in Magic Kingdom for me because I can't get there right now. And the funny thing is that he sent the stuff to me. We both have Dropbox. He shared it to me on Dropbox, and my Dropbox was open and downloaded 400 gigabytes of 4K video.
Wow.
And my
you upgraded on
and
Dropbox.
my internet provider was like, for the first time in like ever, my internet provider was like, hey, dude, stop.
No more unlimited for you,
right,
buddy.
Yeah.
It's unlimited.
All right.
WDWPOV in the house. Jeff, what's going on, buddy? Long time no see. Hope you're having a great day. He was my sponsor for my Vlogmas. You're talking about April Miss, right? But there you go. So check out Rob's. I dropped the link. New YouTube channel's brand new. He's got a bunch of stuff, but YouTube's brand new. Cricket's my weird Uncle Jeff. I will take that all day long. I was bored during COVID and found this show. It led us to you both. It was Kismet. Kismet is a funny word. I've always thought it was funny, so I like that you said that. I'm so glad that we know you. I'm joking, but it is a blessing. Like, my life is better because I know Lynn. Yeah. My life is better because I know you, Rob. My life is better because I know Mike and Val. It's just weird. Like, I
have Disney friends to this day, and it's funny because my wife is like, I have to explain, these are some of my Disney friends, and now they are her friends too.
Right.
You know what?
we've met them over time here and
Let's
there.
Let's start talking about our other friends, like the other friends, because my real friends are right here. Sorry, anybody who's not watching the show.
Yeah,
but no. But I mean that, like,
Thank you for the subs, by the way. Thank you.
Facebook friends, right?
Yeah.
They stole the name, right? Oh, I got 3,000. I don't even like 3,000 people. I don't want 3,000 people. Like, a couple weeks ago, I put out my text number. And you can text me. It's Dole Whip Dad's number. It ain't Jeff's number. I'll tell you that right now.
Right.
The text number is Google Voice. You can call me. I'll never answer.
I have one too. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense, right? And it's 4 or 5 people send me notes on there a lot. And it's another way to connect with your viewers, your friends, But my work number is my work number. My Google Voice is now for this, and I don't have a phone downstairs. You can call my number. I don't even know it because you know why we don't have one, but. Anyway, it's another way to connect. So yeah, you guys who are connected with Rob, please do sub to the channel. It's going to have some great content. He's a great guy. Give him some support and check out his blog. I don't know, is it up and running now? Or
I have one article up on there right now, and again, I'm building it in such a way so that I can have other people come and join me and write with me, and I will pay them.
Now, how does someone who might be listening and thinks he or she is a good writer get on your radar?
My name as Rob is 2 B's. So Rob is ROBB.
2 B's or not
2 B's. Yeah, 2 B's or not 2 B's at disneyblog.com. So
Jesse, I'm sorry, my personal buddy who may or may not be named Jesse. I wish I didn't know 3,000. My life would be, I wish I didn't know 3,000 people, but I do. I guarantee.
Yeah.
Yaddy announced what's going on. Happily ever Yaddy, just from work alone. I don't know if we did any damage or had any success tonight, but I hope we did. I think the thumbnail talk was helpful for me in the sense that I shared with you guys, my goodness, I should have been using this sooner. Yeah. If you're not using TubeBuddy yet, this is not my sales pitch, but it kind of is. Right. Sponsored, not sponsored. Nobody's paying me anything. It's my dang link. Lynn has a link. It's TubeBuddy.com/The Lynn Project, right?
Correct.
And mine is TubeBuddy.com/Dole Whip. I told them to do Dole Whip, Dad. They did Dole Whip. It's a thing, whatever. But it's free for you. And if you're really serious about learning how to be a creator and you don't have TubeBuddy, you better have vidIQ. And if you don't have either one of them, I probably don't believe that you're serious because they're free. You can upgrade to better. And a lot of people have them both. I don't. I find TubeBuddy has so many things that I'm not even using yet that I don't have vidIQ. That's not me saying I don't like vidIQ. I know some people over at TubeBuddy now. I've gotten to know a few. I really like them personally and professionally. I love what they're doing. They just got sold. So I'm watching it to see what happens, but I'm such a fan of a few individuals who work there, and I'm a big time fan of how much
I love Rob Balasabas' name.
Rob is, I know. When I first met him, like, how do I say your name, dude? It's actually pretty easy, but it looks scary. Balasabas. Yeah. But vidIQ is great too. I don't use them. I don't have any relationship with them. TubeBuddy I have a little relationship with. I am an affiliate for them. You should use my link. You should download it for free. And if you're serious about YouTube, you'll end up upgrading, and they're very generous with their sharing.
It will open your eyes to keywords and other things SEO. And ideas. And
The SEO Studio and the Keyword Explorer alone are worth the price of the
Right.
top admission. And by the way, they just improved the Keyword Explorer. I think I got that this weekend. By the way, if you don't like my face, but you want the TubeBuddy, you like tan lines better than this, use Lynn's. And if you're sorry about I like tan lines. It's going to be my thing. Oh, Pass Older Perry, thank you so much. I appreciate that so much.
There was a time, when tan lines were an innocent thing,
Yeah. Tan lines are like nasty now. Like you shouldn't have tan lines because tanning's bad. Sorry, I still love tanning. Not gonna stop.
Who says tanning's bad?
It's skin cancer. It's a whole thing. I don't know.
Whatever. Pass Older Pair. Thank you so much. Love you. Appreciate the super sticker. Thank you for the support, guys. I mean that. Members of the channel. Members of the channel. People who super chat. People who super sticker. People who are on Patreon. I've got a Patreon now. It's weird. Like, it's not about the money. I love the money. I like money. I'm not gonna pretend like I don't like money, but it's and I have a big self-esteem. I don't need somebody's help to like me. I love me some me, but it is a neat validation, is it not? I mean, Lynn, I wanted so bad to be your first super chat, and that was like a year ago, right?
You were my very first one.
I think I was.
Like my very first one after I got monetized. You were my very first one.
I remember I screwed it up.
We started the train, yeah.
Yes. Anyway, but it's about the validation, and you guys. I was talking to a good friend who you all know this week. Not you all know. 99% of you know, and he's a creator that most of you watch. And we were talking about numbers, and you go live and you get 20 or you get 40, or if you go live when Resort TV one's on or this and that. And I'm like, the truth is, one person sitting there watching us is amazing. Think about that.
Yeah.
One person reading your blog, one person maybe not scrolling through Instagram because that's pretty easy to but it's an honor to have people who subscribe. It's an honor. I want 1 million, and I want 100,000. I want 10,000, and I want 5,000. I want all those things. But one is amazing. One that's not. I love you, Mom. Thank you, Mom. But one that's not your mom is amazing. And I just love this so much. Anyway, I love
it when my mom watches. And
I did too. My mommy fell down today. She hurt her foot.
Oh no.
She's okay. That's why I made that face. But anyway, my point is, in saying all that, if you're thinking about being a creator, if you're thinking about starting to be a creator, do it. Don't overthink it.
Yeah.
Understand that it can suck and it's okay. No one's going to laugh at you. That junior high bully doesn't matter. Who cares? Just create and get better. I'll say it again. I've said this on the show a lot. MKBHD, Marcus Brownlee. Thank you. I couldn't find it. One of the best, for my eye, the best tech YouTuber. Took 100 uploads to get to his 100 subscribers. Think about that. Most people would have quit. And now he's interviewing Elon Musk and driving a Tesla. Come on. It's worth it. And is there a pot at the end of the rainbow? No. Is it something that is monetizable? And if you stick with it, can actually bring financial blessings to you and your family? Yes. Can you go full-time with this? Yes.
Well, and somebody in the chat a little bit ago was like, I don't know anybody on TikTok. I don't know how they're monetizing. And I think that's a very fair statement. We might not know that, but we do know that there are people who might not be making money directly off of their videos, but they're merchandising them. They're merchandising themselves in other ways to make that money. So are they making it directly off of people watching their videos? No, but they're getting eyeballs and credibility with a certain audience, and they made the turn into getting a Dunkin' Donuts deal for coffee or having an energy drink or whatever else. And so
we have some family friends that we went to church with, and they moved to Colorado, and they're moving back anyway. Their son was they were visiting, looking for a house, and they were in our house this week. And their son, I think he's 14, real good guy. He's been in our chat before. He's probably started 12 channels and quit them. And he wants to be a YouTuber now. He's not even old enough to have the YouTube channel yet. So I don't know, whatever. But he was asking me how people make money on Instagram. And I said, well, there's a couple ways. You can sell products on Instagram, which is brand new, or you can sell like it's a sponsored post. So like in the NFL, they just had an article for the top 10 NFL athletes who make money on Instagram. Now, so if you're Odell Beckham, and I think I have this right, one sponsored post, you get $60,000. So, you see those people with teeth whitening, they're getting paid for that. Matter of fact, I got an email to do that. I'm like, I would love to be a teeth whitening guy, but I need to teeth whiten before I teeth whiten for sale, because I got issues with that. But anyway, I'm saying it's if you build an audience, opportunities come. But to wait for monetization proves to me that you're not very entrepreneurial, to be very, very honest. You can get sponsorships, you can build revenue way before the YouTube partnership program.
Affiliates too. I just applied. I don't know if I'm going to get accepted. I just applied for Vera Bradley.
Nice.
What is that called? Like
affiliate?
Yeah, where
affiliate
you just represent their brand. You do a couple things. I already do. So I might as well get it paid a little bit, or at least a discount to do something I'm already doing. I already stand by their product. So
we're going to talk about this book on the show, and when the show's over here in like 3 or 4 minutes, I'm going to talk to you, Rob, about it, and then I'm going to talk to you, Lynn, about something else, if that's okay, if you guys can stick around. But the foreword is written by Jimmy Mr. Beast, and I've heard him say this. I heard him say it on Clubhouse, and boy, Clubhouse is amazing for that kind of stuff. But the foreword alone is worth the cost of the book. And he talks about how if Coca-Cola was doing it right, they would be hiring him to do their ad. And they wouldn't say, do this, Jimmy. They would say, here's the money, get us to go viral. And I'm not saying that Jeff can do that. I'm not saying that Lynn can do that. I'm not saying that Rob can do that. But this is the future. Now, I think YouTube is the future. But video by normal people is the future.
Yeah.
Let's be real. There's 0.1%. That's why I make fun of the cancel culture thing a lot, because I'm tired. I will be the guy on the hill that will lead the fight on how stupid cancel culture is. We're scared of people who don't exist. We're scared of people who have no voice. We pretend like they do. I'm not trying to belittle them. I'm saying you don't matter unless I let you. And to let the world cancel us, if people are really thinking that's a thing, it's true the other way too. I'm going to buy, what the hell is it, Vera Bradley? No, I'm not. Let's pretend. I'm going to buy Vera Bradley from Lynn way more than I am from somebody with the last name Kardashian. I couldn't freaking care less.
Right, exactly.
What Kardashian thinks.
I have a Kardashian-free life.
Kardashian.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they're good guys, bad guys. I don't even care. It's Lynn says, hey, Jeff, why do I have Canva Pro? Because Lynn made me. Because she's an affiliate, and I'm like, I like it, the free one. Why not? I'll hook her up. I don't know what percentage you got, 50%, 10%. It doesn't even matter to me.
Yeah.
I liked it anyway. I thought I'm going to hook her up, and you know what? I use it every freaking day, 7 days a week now.
Love Canva so much.
Canva Pro. You can sign up with my affiliate link, but you should do Lynn's because she hooked me up. But I believe that's the future. I really do. I think that, I'm 51, so I'm good. I've got a job. I work for who I work for, whatever. But if I was 18 or 16 or 14 and I knew now.
I was out of high school before you, buddy.
Whatever.
I was out of high school for years before you.
Graduated high school 88. But anyway, you could live your whole life without having a boss and make good money. Yeah. I mean, you could go work at Fiverr or do work on Fiverr. There are so many opportunities. Lynn Kardashian. I like that. I like that. What is Canva Pro? So go to my description or go to Lynn's description. Lynn, is it in your description? I'm assuming
it's in the description of all of my videos.
Go to any Lynn video or go to any of my videos, and it's in there. And you can click on it. Canva is a free. It's a kind of a logo maker. It's
everything.
It's a web-based creation tool. Artistic creation tool.
If you want your Instagram to move up a level, you can do YouTube videos on there. You can do thumbnails on there. I do.
Right.
Really, you should check it out.
Instagram stories, your YouTube thumbnails, your YouTube banners, your channel art, anything and everything. My icons for your member buttons, your whatever they're called, emojis, your member emojis,
emotes,
all that stuff.
So Canva, I'm pulling it up right now, right?
Yeah.
And then so you've got Instagram posts, Instagram stories, logos, your stories, Facebook posts, flyers.
Everything.
I mean, I'm not doing it right now. Oh, thank you, Dave, so much. A super sticker from Super Mountain. Space Super Mountain works too.
I love the fair people.
Space Mountain, Dave Cantrell, super sticker. You're the best, buddy. I appreciate you so
Dave.
much. Thank you.
There are now, and to talk about Canva,
so much.
Yeah, I've been, I from the day I was on a computer, I've been using, freehand, Aldous freehand, Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop. And those are the tools that have been around forever that a lot of people use for creating thumbnails and other things. But the learning curve on those things and the cost, I think, it's like, I think I spent about $60 a month on the Adobe subscription. And I get a lot for it, and I have the experience using those things. So there's a comfort level. But if you're a new creator and you're walking in, that learning curve is stupid. It's not.
I like using my phone. Like I wasn't kidding about the toilet thing. I don't always edit on the toilet, but you can.
But when I do, I use Canva.
I did
two-ply Canva.
And so you know what? Two-ply Canva. I mean, make sure you disinfect your phone. I think that. Well, let me just throw this out there. So here you go. This popped in my head. If you sign up for Lynn's or for mine, so Lynn or me, I will give you a 30-minute Zoom call. We can see it. You got to click on ours, and so we'll see if you are in our affiliate. So Lynn, if somebody clicks on yours, please let me know. You can pop on and do it if you want to. Sit us for the half hour. I'll do it. I'm not an expert by any means, but I'm happy to show people. Just like if you sign up on TubeBuddy on my link, if you sign up on Canva on my link, and I'll do it for if you sign up with Lynn stuff too. And if you got affiliates, Rob, I do it for you tonight too.
Yeah.
And it's a 30-minute Zoom call. I'm not saying you'll become an expert, but you can ask me anything.
You need to learn how to use the tool. The creativity is your own.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
You're the one
but
selecting.
That first day, come on, what was I doing, Lynn? Hey, what do I do here? How do I do this? After it's just like driving. Like I got a kid in my house. I got to learn how to teach her how to drive. The first 3 times, she's going to be stressed out. The 4th time, I'm going to be stressed out.
You're going to screw up the first few times you use Canva or any creative tool.
It's pretty easy.
Just get back up and keep doing it until you're happy with it.
But that's the thing I want to do. Like I can't. Someday I'll be getting enough that I won't be able to do this. It's not today. If you use one of my affiliate links on a paid level and you let me know and I can see it, I'll give you a 30-minute Zoom. Then I'll answer anything. It doesn't mean I'm an expert. I'll be happy to help you. I think that's a good way to get people to use my link, and I'm happy to do it.
Can I just say that for Canva, the thing that really sold me on the pro version, because what I did is I tried the pro version with the free trial, and I opened it on my desktop and I started playing with the different things that I could really dive into. And they had background remover, and that was a game changer.
That's fun, right?
Yeah,
it's very powerful too.
It's like it's almost like epidemic sound for me, which by the way I have links for too. So does Lynn. I get using. I find stuff and I take away and I put new backgrounds.
It's much fun.
I love it. I don't know why I love it.
It's eerily. It's up until just recently, Canva had a better background remover than Adobe Photoshop. That's just my opinion. Wow. Yeah, it was really good. I think
easy too.
Yeah, Adobe finally stepped up and started to do things like that. But and then one of the other things I'm going to say is that I use Adobe Illustrator for my thumbnails, not Photoshop. I'm much more productive in a graphic program that's meant for vector, and that's a whole nother animal. So, but don't do what I do. Because I've been pounding my head up against the Adobe wall for 30 years. So
I have Adobe. I need to learn Adobe. It's what the experts are all using. I want to know how to do them all, but it's the same argument I had earlier. It's time, right? It's time.
Yeah, it's time. But at the same time, there's some wonderful people out on YouTube that have 5-minute videos. And if you need to learn how to do one thing, you're going to find it. And you're going to find like 5 creators that are, Photoshop or Illustrator teachers, and they're going to show you, how to do that one thing in 5 minutes.
Which is part of the beauty of YouTube, isn't it?
Right. I mean, well, and the other thing too is that if you're on a Mac, there's a gentleman that goes by Bradley Teaches, and he teaches you how to use Keynote to create graphics, thumbnails, lower thirds, for your videos and all that stuff, just in Keynote. So, because if you have a Mac, you already pay for it. You already have the software. Yeah. So he's teaching you the tricks, the little hidden things to use that tool, and it's no money out of your pocket.
Love it. Pass all to pair. I left that up there just so I could say, enjoy the silence. I love that song. Canva is a great product. Absolutely. I use Canva for thumbnails, IG and Facebook posts, Hitchhiking Bones. Jeff from WDWPOV says, if you can make a bad edit, you just always flush it. Amen. I don't see the link in the description. Yadi, email me, dobedad@gmail.com. I'm happy to send it to you. It might not be in my description then, or go over to Lynn's and do it, but I'll be happy to send it to you.
Mine is definitely in all of my descriptions. Just so you know.
Hook her up. I will, Jesse, I'm happy happy to. I'm free tomorrow. I've got work tomorrow, but I've got some time tomorrow. We can do it tomorrow. Send me a note. I think you Instagram me tonight, actually, my personal bully, but we could set it up. I'm excited. You can put the link in here. Lynn, if you want to drop your link in here, you can drop it in there, or
I can't drop my link in there.
Just send me an email, Yadi, and I will send you both Lynn's and mine, or I'll send you Lynn's, or I'll send you mine, whatever. But no, I can't do that right now, but I'm happy to send it to you. I might not have put it. Maybe it's not in my description. I thought it was.
I don't see it in there.
Okay, I lied. But if you send it to me a note, I will send you that. Happy to do it. I think we have done some damage. Rob, where can they find you? For anybody who didn't hear it the first time, you are found where on the internet?
I am found at Disney Blog. So DisneyBlog.com is the website that should be rolling out pretty quickly, and DisneyBlog.tv is a URL that will resolve to my YouTube channel, so you don't have to go searching for me. I'm also available on the Twitters and the Facebooks.
Nice. And Lynn, everybody knows Lynn. Lynn is the Lynn Project, a brand new show with my what?
I don't know. That's my link. I don't know why it says hugging tailoring citrus. I don't know, but I guess that's my link. Unless I have been putting up the wrong link this whole time.
What are you saying? I don't understand. Your dad hugging somebody? What?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening as per usual. Hi everybody, I'm Lynn. I spin in chairs and I don't know what's going on.
Lynn.
I like
Hi, Lynn.
Why is this here, Lynn?
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to put so much aloe and so much lotion on. It's just getting worse by the minute. My forehead itches. I have a burn stash. Like, it's getting bad.
Paula used to go out and lay out, and I would beg her to let me do that. So that sounds like a good day at the project.
Noel. Yes, Noel and I have a new show, and it's awesome.
Yeah, and it was great. I watched it tonight. I watched most of the show and enjoyed it immensely. They're two of my favorites, and I mean that. Just sub to your YouTube channel. Yes, guys, thank you. Our guest today, Rob from Disney Blog, with I think my favorite logo now. I've been looking at it back there. That light fixture back there, that is freaking mint,
so
dude.
cool.
I love it.
Yeah,
and your red color going on. It's like, love it, love it, love it. The Twitter's so good. I don't like Twitter. Such an amazing night. Thank you so much, Mike and Val, Lynn and Noel, Jeff with the baseball. Thank you. Yeah. So my baseball show was earlier today. I will be going live Thursday for opening day. Quite probably 6 to 7 hours live. I know, sickening, right? We're watching baseball and talking baseball. Probably sing some talking baseball and some Depeche Mode. Pretty sure if I get 7 hours with a mic, I'll probably sing some Depeche Mode and some Oingo Boingo. So if that scared you away, don't come.
I'll throw some Rick Astley in there. So
never gonna give you name any song not named Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. Go.
I can't.
Come on.
No,
I can't either.
Happily Ever Yeti is down in South Beach by me. I think.
Nice.
Or South Beach, South Florida. I can't talk. The brain is fried.
That's what happened when you spend too much time in the sun.
So I know you're not there specifically, and this might be an after show stuff, but I think one of the top 4 vacations that aren't Disney, got a couple. I think Key West, not Old Key West.
Yeah.
Key West.
Yeah,
I think
want to go down to the Keys.
I do. I've always wanted to.
I've never been all the way to Key West. I
want to go all the way.
Stopped halfway, so I want to go down there too.
Apparently, people walk around with paint on.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, oh yeah. There's a festival for that. Make sure you don't go that weekend.
I think I disagree.
Don't bring the kids that weekend.
No, it's not a kid, no, not a kids thing. No. Nope.
Thanks for reminding me that I got these kids.
Oh.
All right. Love you all. Guys, if you stayed for the show, whether you watched for 1 second or the whole time, whether you're a member of the channel, whether you super chatted or super stickered, or you were just back there in ninja mode, I appreciate you. I really do.
Yeah.
I mean that. It's an honor to have you here, whether we're, the Mickey Bunch is in the house, whether you're good friends of mine like the Mickey Bunch and Pass Holder pair, or I've never heard of you, never heard of me. I really, really mean it. I appreciate you being here. If you want those links, email Lynn at what's your email?
The Lynn Projects with an S at Gmail.
That's right. I do remember it was an S because I screwed it up. The Lynn Projects at gmail.com.
Yep.
And she'll send you any link you want that you will.
Or Instagram. Instagram is the best way to get
There you go.
The Lynn
And
Project.
If you like tan lines, send it to her. If you like goofy dudes who sing Depeche Mode, send it to me, and I will hook you up with whatever one you want, Canva or otherwise. And I really won't mind. Go to. I want it. I want her to get it too. And I say that I mean it very much. TubeBuddy, Epidemic Sound, Canva, any of those things you use any of my links on, or if you did it on my show for Lynn, I'll do it there too. 30 minutes of me we can just talk about baseball, or you can watch me pick my nose, or I can answer your questions, whatever you want on Zoom. I really probably won't pick my nose for a half hour because it doesn't take that long. But
Yeah.
other than that,
You'll get a little red rash. You don't want that. Don't you?
I've heard it's no fun.
My nose is pre-picked.
Mine is, or you what?
Mine is, yeah.
Pre-picked. Okay, sounds like a
Personal problem. Yeah.
punk rock band is what I was going to say. Pre-picked.
Thank you guys so much.
Just Samson, great show. It's been a while. Tan lines. I like it. I'm sorry, Lynn. I spoke right over you, but I want to get to the tan lines part.
Hashtag tan lines. Oh man, it's been a great night. Thanks for
It has been
hanging
a great
out.
night. Love you all. Lynn, thank you. Please don't leave, both of you. I got something for both of you afterwards if you can stay for a minute. Guys in chat, thank you so much. I will be posting before Thursday, I'm sure, but Thursday all day. I'm taking the day off this week on Thursday. Boy, that sentence didn't come out of my mouth very well. To talk a little baseball and watch a little baseball with you. Hope you check it out. Do something awesome for somebody this weekend. Somebody that can't do anything back to you in response. Maybe even best, they won't even know. Why? It's the best thing you do to make you feel better about you. Go do something awesome for somebody. I promise it'll make your day better. You know, good, but you can't stay here. Have fun, Storm of the Castle. See you next time. Oh, yeah. Here, hold on.
Hi, kids.
No, don't.
Oh, God.
Bye now. That was nasty.